Medkit, please.
Medkit, consumer. Oh, hello. I need a medkit. Hello.
struggling. It is hard for them. I do feel for both the guys. You know, events team, the nicest group of people you ever meet. You know, I was in work today and sent my message to see if I could jump on a Discord call with them, which I did. And try to plan tonight's event, which was nice. You know, but yeah, I don't know if obviously Harry's here now, but I'm sure Harry will tell you. AMSO is struggling, guys. If anyone's on at a time, I can get on for that time and give the guys a massive dig out. It would be highly appreciated.
Yeah, no, thank you for raising those points for both teams. Appreciate Strongsy and obviously Hitman. You've just managed to get on, so welcome. Thanks for making it.
What times are the MCO like dropping?
Obviously due to low numbers, the lunchtime one has been postponed at the minute. So it is. How was it? 9 to 10? Is it IRL?
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 to 10 IRL. So I do get it is late for some guys. You know, if anyone's on, or even spare half an hour, you know, just to get the first half an hour over and done with. I'm sure Harry and Sonic and these guys would highly appreciate your help, guys.
Give my brain a minute to think about this one. I think it's 10 to 11 IRL, lad. Because it's 9 o'clock server time.
That's too late for me, unfortunately.
During the daytime ones, that's fine. Just the late one, I think. I don't know. I think a lot of people don't want to do the later one.
I mean, I think the reason it's that time is also because the army want to be involved in it, and that's when their free time starts as well. Because they get massively involved in it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they not allowed to leave base, are they, till like 10?
No.
So do we think potentially that time is disturbing the ability for our other players to join that late, or our medics? Like, could there potentially be a solution that the clinics run earlier? I appreciate we've got meetings and stuff going on, up till sometimes 9:30. But could the clinic be run earlier and then separately something else put on for an additional half an hour for army after that?
Sorry for jumping in here. That was one of the sort of things we've noticed. I spoke to Aaron Wednesday more about this, but one of the problems we noticed, was when army come down. You know, they're coming down maybe the last 10-15 minutes. So then you've that hour where you maybe are doing a few gang members or whatever. Then army arrive down that last 15 minutes, and they can arrive down anywhere from 1 to 10. You know, and then you're spending another hour just going through army ones. You know, that is a lot to ask for some of the guys who, you know, if they work in the morning or on different time scales. You know, you're giving them 2 hours of time, which I'm so grateful to the guys that they do it. You know, Sonic and Harry absolutely smash the team. You know, they have a lot of time for everybody. But I genuinely do, yeah. We're in talks. I suggest this to Aaron as well, that, you know, swapping MCO to an early time, and then maybe having like a mobile clinic that can go up to army and do something up there, or somewhere else and do something with other people at that later hour when they have the free time. So I would just wait to hear back on that one to see what the plan of attack was.
I mean, I think the problem for me is an hour earlier is the Arsenal raid.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing, Jack. The other question is, obviously, we have a regroup go out during that where there's quite a lot of higher ranking players going out. Is it worth mentioning something about it?
I guess maybe, just suggesting from what I'm hearing here is obviously discuss your clinic times, Harry, with obviously Jack and the DCPs and your chief of staffs, to see and obviously Sonic as well, to see if there can be any flexibility, even if it's a 9:30 start. Not too sure. This is your expertise, but whether, Scott, your suggestion would potentially be of benefit. Maybe you yourself have a chat with the MCO team, maybe come up with some kind of ideas, a business plan, and then propose it to the chief of staffs if you think it's something that is going to help the team. But I guess for the short interim period is just everyone muck in where you can be the best solution until some.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't want to try system. There's
No, I'm saying it is an idea we can sort of, bring up to you guys that are out the high ranks. I'm pretty sure, because again, Sonic and Harry would appreciate, every little helps. We put there for Asda, or Tesco, sorry, but yeah, or is it Asda, whatever it is. But I have noted, Wednesday, I'm pretty sure the clinic didn't go ahead due to low numbers. I'm not sure about last night. It's a new team. They're trying to grow. So as much support as anyone can possibly give in, even if it is only 10, 15 minutes, half an hour, what you can spare, I'm pretty sure the guys would be appreciative of it.
Okie dokie, fine. Obviously appreciate and thank you for those feedback points. I think just due to our time limitations, if we move on, just to give anyone else opportunity, because we've obviously got this all faction event in 13 minutes. Maybe some background discussions on that one between, Scott, yourself, Harry, Sonic, Matt, the chief of staff for that team, if that's helpful. But yeah, no, thank you. I think some valuable points there, and MCO definitely sounds like they need some support. Dr. Strongsy, welcome. You missed a few bits at the start, but nothing really. Oh, we have a gang member in here. The gang member is now gone. Dr. Strongsy, appreciate you missed the start bit. I don't think there's anything drastically that would have affected you by missing it. The only mention was from Sean regarding the sheet about people getting put on there with duplicate names and a bit of confusion between kind of who's done training, this, that, and the other. It sounds like a minor admin issue we're kind of going to keep an eye on. But yeah, just to kind of get you up to speed a little bit, the other discussion was about MCO, and we're just going to go back to the floor, really. I think it was only yourself, if you had anything that you wanted to raise and discuss with the DCPs or collectively, and obviously Jack's here as well.
To be fair, no, not really. I've kind of discussed a lot of things with Jack and Aaron anyway, so nothing drastic to kind of add. Apart from, I spoke to Dr. Bean, and obviously I spoke to you, Vicky, earlier about the training medics saying that they've done macros and stuff, but then their mics are not working or whatever. So the whole day, all 3 sessions today was completely, well, there was no one there. So it was just ridiculous. So that was the only thing that I'm looking on a spreadsheet myself. I totally understand where you're coming from. But yeah, no, I've got nothing major to add.
No, that's fine, Strongsy. And the points you mentioned to me earlier, sorry, Dr. Bean, I saw you flick your mic there. I'm just thinking, is that something you want to just very quickly discuss now about the mics? Because I think that's relevant for, the onboarding a team to be aware of. I might just ask, would you mind just turning the music down in the background just a smidgy? It's a bit loud and we're struggling to hear you. Not trying to turn off your love music or anything, but yeah, it's just a bit difficult to hear your mic.
No, nothing. Yeah, so obviously the mic situation is so we've had minutes come up today saying that they've done their macro. So obviously I spoke to Dr. Bean. He had a conversation with Cutie Pie. None of them have done the any of the macros with them or anything like that. So we're getting minutes to come up saying they've done all the macros, but they can't use their mics. we had on the last session we had someone called Elaine. I think you guys, Dr. Bean, brought her up. Was it Alina?
Yes, I think.
Well, she was there 1 second. I got to go to the toilet, and then she went. So it's like, I don't know, and this was before the system went down. So I really don't know what's going on with these training medics. What people saying they can't use their mics, and you know, we're doing little tricks with them, asking them, "Oh, who done your macros and that?" And after time, not being funny, they say Sam, and that's like, oh well, we know that's not true. Yeah, so the mic situation is becoming a bit more of a frequent issue, because obviously we need to have them using their mic so we can identify if they are old enough and you know if they're gonna talk. But yeah, that's the only big thing for today. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm having madness in the house today. Yeah, so that's the only big issue that I've got. That's the only big issue I've got, guys.
Anything you want to respond to that, Dr. Bean? If you've obviously had a discussion today about maybe some ideas to resolve that.
So the mic thing, I didn't think was an actual issue, and until like today, I thought they could go ahead without it. Obviously, for the start being, obviously until I spoke to Strongsy. But what I have been doing with everyone that has done, I've started messaging over, like, even though they've got the spreadsheet, I just thought it's like better for communication as well. I've been sending messages over, like, to Strongsy, letting them know that who's done the macros and who's done the CS certificate, and they're all ready for for training. So look out for these names, sort of thing.
Yeah, and it's been very, very useful, Dr. Bean, and I really, really appreciate that. And that's a great way of communicating with other teams. So it really does benefit all. But yeah, no, the mic. So ideally, we need people. We know, obviously, people are unsure about using the mics for whatever reason, anxiety, whatever. But when it comes to the training, they have to use their mic simply so we can identify age. Obviously, we've had a couple. Like, oh yeah, I'm 17, but we asked them their date of birth, and it was completely the opposite. And then we found out they were 14 and 15. So that's one of the biggest reasons why. So going forward, ideally, if you're going to, or I would suggest, if you obviously getting people to come do the macros and stuff, 90% of the time I'm gathering they use the mic anyway. But before you give them the macros and that, you need to make sure. I feel that you maybe need to ask them to make sure they can use their mic. So when they come to the training, we know that they've got a working mic, and we're not sitting there waiting around and twiddling our thumbs like some people like to say and waiting for people to come. Today, to be honest with you, I've been really, really frustrated that my team have had just no one coming, and it's quite jarring because.
It has actually been it's been very quiet on our end, to be honest, as well. Today, the past few days haven't, but today has been very quiet on our end as well, with the macros and stuff like that. We've had a few trainees come in, but no one that was there and ready to go upstairs. I think there was only one person, which was the Alina, that we managed to get upstairs. But yeah, it's been a quiet day on our end as well, so that might just be why as well.
Just respectfully, guys, if someone else is still talking, please allow them to finish speaking before we talk out. I know, Bean, you've got some valid points there, but please let the other person finish speaking before you kind of jump in, if that's okay. Just give respect to people.
Sorry, I thought I didn't realise he was still speaking.
I actually did stop. So no. I think you got a valid point, and Katie Jones, you both got. It has been quite quiet today, but for a team that's got that they're there to do something and they're just standing there, it's like, what the hell? But of course, we can't force people to come and do training. We are running around, and obviously, I spoke to Ricky earlier. We are chasing people to come and do their training, and they're just completely ignoring us and just doing their own thing. So obviously, eventually they're going to just get dismissed or whatever the case may be. all you know, we're all trying to do the same thing. We're trying to get the faction to the highest standards. These new oh, for God's sake, Lee, come on, Strong. These new things that we've got in place really do work. I feel they're quite beneficial. But the only thing I would kind of ask your team, Dr. Bean, is just to make sure they have a working mic. And, you know, just because, you know, if you're doing your part and they're not using the mic and then they come to do the training and they're saying they can't use the mic, then it's kind of like conflicting on what we're trying to do, if you understand, or if I'm even explaining myself properly.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, but is this an actual rule where if they don't have a mic, they cannot, you know, be a part?
Yeah, they have to have a working mic when they do the training.
May I just ask, before you kind of agree that, Jack, Aaron, again, excuse my ignorance because I obviously don't know training. Jack, Aaron, is that something you feel would be beneficial for the onboarding team to also take on board, just to check mics and stuff like that?
I mean, from my point of view, most people will talk when they're doing macros and stuff. It's very rare that they don't talk unless they've not got a working mic.
And how would we be then treating those people that don't have a working mic? I guess we've had a few people that have, you know, IRL disabilities that they don't usually use the mic. How does that then affect the training, Strongsy?
How would it? So the only difficulty that we would have with that is proving. The only thing with that is proving. Of course, yeah, Harry. Yeah, no. So we've got a gentleman called Dell. So obviously, Michelle wrote a thing down for her and stuff like that. So for him, shall I say, and he responded very well, and he's absolutely smashing it. But for us, it's identifying that, you know, that they're of age and the stuff that we've got to really kind of get them to do. So we could work around that, and obviously 95% of the people do use their mic, but the frustration that we're having on the training team, even though what's happening now, what's been put in place, that they do their macros and stuff like that, it's absolutely fantastic. But I'm kind of getting a sense that once they've done their macros and they come to do floor training, they're fed up of doing whatever they're doing, and they just want to get out and do whatever they want to do. So I'm wondering if that's kind of having an effect as well. These are just things I'm just kind of like that are just popping in my head because, you know, I don't know how long it takes Dr. Bean and his team to do all the macros and disc school and stuff like that. I'm sure it must be about 15 minutes, Dr. Bean, if I'm correct.
Do you know what? It can vary on who it is, and how good they are with tech and things like that. Like, we were stood with one person for 40 minutes earlier on, or sometimes it can take 5. You never know.
Yeah, it does vary. We've had the same issues before you guys took over, and that was what was causing the time consumption with the training. You know, last week it took 2 hours just to do a training. I don't know. I think this is something we're going to have to go with further down the line of discussions and come up with a plan. If we have people, and I'm not discriminating. I don't discriminate, whatever the word is, against anybody. So I'm here to help anyone. But if people are unhappy or unsure about using a mic, or they are deaf, or whatever the case may be, I think we're going to have to come up with a better plan then, to be fair, because we need to identify of them of age. That's the only biggest thing that's worrying me.
That's fine. I think just given our time limitations, I apologise to cut the conversation short. Maybe, like you said, Strongsy, a discussion to kind of have with maybe Dr. Bean, and the other leaders of those teams that are relevant over the coming days, and then kind of collectively come back with a plan to our wonderful leaders. Probably that's going to be the best solution. Matthew, just very quickly, you said help out with the event. Sorry, what do you mean by that?
They're looking for people to stand on locations, and once the dyno, whatever car it is they're using, reaches them, just give out the word, and then they have to put the sentence together basically once they get all the words.
fine. I guess then if anyone's willing to do that, obviously when they arrive, support that. I believe we need to go back to F0 now and get dinos out. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And then just lastly, guys, if there is any other points that you wanted to raise and we've not managed to get through them, send them to your respected chief of staffs and they'll get forwarded on. But thank you otherwise for attending at, obviously the late times. But yeah, see you at the event.
Cheers, guys. Sorry I was late.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
4 people per dino, guys.
Have I do someone, please?
How have I got on the roof?
Bad boy.
That's weird. How am I gonna die if I get down?
Is anyone else- Harry, jump in.
Harry, jump in.
Wow.
Harry, jump in Sam's grandpa mobile.
The yellow car, Harry. The
Harry,
yellow
jump in this grandpa mobile.
Yeah, this one.
We all drive in the yellow submarine.
Could have taken my Ferrari.
It's only got 2 seats, though, sir. There's 3 of us.
You can sit on my lap. Just kidding. I do have 4-seater too.
Why?
Nice.
What was the plan with that, mate? Come on.
Didn't realise you were medics.
It's pretty obvious, mate, when all the mates are driving together.
Yeah, but you're not in a fucking medic car, though, are you?
Because we don't need to be in medic cars, lads. We don't need to swear at people either.
Yeah, and then you're all medics driving around together.
It's pretty obvious. You see 2 or 3 cars that are in convoy.
No, not really.
Have a nice time in jail.
Enjoy your band.
You're on body cam.
No macros and nothing put up as well. Enjoy your band, lad.
I've got macros on my screen, Matthew, mate, don't worry.
There's no macros on your screen, lad.
I've got macros on my screen.
There's none on mine.
No, mine.
Put the ticket in macros on my screen and my body cam is rolling.
There'll be 5 macro, 5 tickets going in. Enjoy your band.
Let's go get some donuts.
Let's go get some donuts.
Ibrahim, can I call you later, friend? I'm doing CPR.
All makes the stadium.
Yeah, so get dinos out and then head to the stadium, guys, please.
How many dinos you want, lad?
Well, we've got to think about how many people are going to be there, lad.
Well, with no idea.
Right, we'll get up now and then send people back.
Wait, is this for the event?
Klansman?
Moved to the stadium.
We go all stadium. What's happening, bro?
Alright, mate. So.
Come on.
Yeah?
Is Thomas on?
Yeah, Tom's here. Me, Lily, Blossom have got our words on where we need to go. Obviously, we're going to go stadium first. We're just missing those couple of hands.
Harry will help out. I'm pretty sure Beanie Boy might help you out too. I have something to say the meeting at the end.
How many left is it, Tom, that we need?
What do you need?
If you want me to stand in the
Army,
location, I will.
One sec. So how many more do we need, Tom?
Yeah, we'll just send up these dinos we have further down, and then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Awesome.
Right, guys, if you've got a dino, can you head up to the stadium?
Sorry, did you say 3?
Yeah.
Right,
So
I'll do one.
Bean, Sam, and Harry, are you happy to help?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Thank you. So if you hang with Tom, he will give you your location and your word, and then you grab a dino to get to your area. Matthew will be with Tom.
Give me an easy area to find.
Psalm. Vineyard.
Okay.
Chaos. The word is chaos.
What? So that's me wording my location, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, the idea is Sam, they'll find you, then they'll ask you for your word, and then all the words will be mumbled up, and then you have to put them together.
Great, so I can just go now, yeah?
Thank you, Adeline.
Tempo, lad.
No worries.
Bean.
Wait. We're going to stadium first so they can see who they're looking for.
Okay.
Sorry, what time?
Airport hangars.
Cameron's going to cheat. Cameron's got
Guys,
the
I
word.
can't,
Just text it.
guys, I can't hear him.
Just send them, Tom, send them the location and the word in a message, lad, please. Just people kicking about it.
Harry, where's your answer?
I heard what?
Wait, 2 seconds, guys. If you're taking part in the event, can we head to the stadium? Unless you're helping out, so Naz, Cutie Pie, if any of you want to take part, please head to the stadium. Thank you.
I heard where, but where?
Matthew, we have to go with our cars? Can we go with our
Just take a dino up just now. Grab a medic dino, head up if you can, please.
Oh, okay.
That's no
I need the
problem.
dino, though.
Tom, I don't know where that is.
Hello, Harry.
Did you hear me, Tom?
Can somebody get me a dino, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
Look who it is.
Wait, stop the car.
Hello.
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 What you doing?
Tom, whereabouts is that?
Bean.
Hello.
Bean, let's trade.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god, this is driving me insane.
I have to go. I'm working.
Guys, please stop talking.
I can trade with Bean.
Thank fuck for that, scrum up in 2 hours.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. The approach is silent. I'm in the grey overhead.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Piss
So
off.
Bean. Together. Harry the pier brings.
Okay.
Right, so whereabouts is that though? Whereabouts is the you know what? So that
You know.
Mm-hmm.